baseball fans, welcome to Minor League Baseball, the show. Tonight is our first game at a 3-game series with the Springfield Cardinals and the visiting San Antonio Missions. Welcome to Springfield Cardinals baseball as we get ready for the San Antonio Missions and the Springfield Cardinals to start the game. Well, as we get ready for this night of baseball, we are going to get ready for starting lineups here for Springfield and the San Antonio Missions. Well, get out your scorecards. Here's tonight's starting lineups. First for the Missions. Leading off and playing in second, Enrique Encarnacion at second. Batting second, the right fielder, Roger Durango at right. Batting third, the first baseman, William Venner at first. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Henry Carnuth. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Adrian Prado batting fifth. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Booker Bernstein at left. Shortstop, Tristan Tierney will bat seventh. Tierney at short. Neil Zamuski catching. And he rounds out the batting order for San Antonio. And on the mound is Kevin Alvarez, tonight's pitcher. Now here's the starting lineup for your Springfield Cardinals. Leading off and playing the center fielder, Richard Rosales at center. Alex Mejia will be the shortstop for Springfield. Mejia at short. Batting third, the second baseman, Ray Cabral at second. Alonzo Castle will be the third baseman for Springfield. Castle at third. Right fielder, Richard Medrano will be batting fifth for the Cardinals. Medrano at right. Manuel Lerma will be the left fielder for Springfield. He'll bat sixth. Carson Kelly will be the catcher for the Springfield Cardinals. Kelly catching. Fernando Montero will be the first baseman as he rounds out the batting order for Springfield. Montero at first. On the mound for the Cardinals, Cesar Esquivel, tonight's Springfield Cardinals pitcher. There's your starting lineups.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Springfield Cardinals and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Kevin Alvarez, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Coming to the plate now, Richard Rosales. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder, Richard Rosales.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good crowd on hand as the first pitch tonight is taken for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And a breaking ball stays outside.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Striding in, Alex Mejia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Batting third, second baseman, Ray Cabral.
Ready now, Ray Cabral, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bernstein will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Cesar Esquivel, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
So coming to the plate, Enrique Encarnacion. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
San Antonio, second baseman, Enrique Encarnacion.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. To short. Mejia fields it cleanly, and there's one away. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Standing in, Roger Durango. First offering on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. One out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. And now a jump throw against his body. And the throw is a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag, and that becomes out number 2.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Standing in now, William Venner. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Into the box now, Henry Carnute hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Second inning coming up here at Blue River with no score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Alonzo Castle.
Leading off for Springfield, third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Here it comes. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And the average big league shortstop can make every play, but can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.5 hole if you're playing shortstop. And that's what this guy does. He brings a different element to the game. He has got an absolute hand cannon.
Fouled away. Medrano has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base and he's thinking about second and third.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Striding into the box, Manuel Lerma. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, wow, that's what they call it. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Remains at 0-2. Is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Digging in the switch hitter, Adrian Prado, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Pulled toward right center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, and he is in there.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
Stepping in now, Booker Bernstein. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Medrano looking up.
Oh my God!
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
In now, Tristan Tierney. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Medrano has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
A bouncer to the left side, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Alvarez.
Standing in now, Kevin Alvarez. Soft liner towards short. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Digging in now, Carson Kelly. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 on the ground to the left side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting in, first baseman, Fernando Mortero.
Digging in, Fernando Mortero. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bases are empty, one man out. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Into the box, Cesar Esquivel. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Tierney over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Missions lead it 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Enrique Encarnacion. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Line towards center field, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Into the box now, Roger Durango. He swings and grounds it to short. One there, on to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled off very often, so that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw.
Digging in for his second at-bat, William Venner. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Riding in once again, Richard Rosales back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
One and two, here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Durango moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in to try it again. Alex Mejia hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it. Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
In now, Ray Cabral, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here it comes, 1-0. Flares this one over toward first. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Now batting, third base.
That's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And that misses 2-2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with two strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Mejia on second. Cabral on at first with two down. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on the show right after this. Ready for another chance? Henry Carnuth, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Henry Cardinals.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Mejia ranges to his left. And that's out number one.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Rosales going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 31, Booker Bernstein.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Booker Bernstein. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as it's now a 3-0 ball game. Stepping in now, Tristan Tierney. As he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Into the box, Neil Zeminski. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Medrano is going to get there, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. San Antonio's out in front, 3-0. Digging in, Manuel Lerma comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Manuel Lerma.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball that just misses inside. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. Is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Prado is right there, 1 down.
The batter, catcher.
Stepping in, Carson Kelly. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. His fastball taken high for a ball.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
There's ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. From the belt, the pitch. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Ready with the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So here now is the pitcher, Kevin Alvarez.
San Antonio. Pitcher, Kevin Alvarez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Enrique Encarnacion. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Hot shot to third. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Now batting, right fielder. Roger.
Digging in once again, Roger Durango. First delivery to him on the way. Left side. Backhanded. And they won't have a play as he reaches it first. Let's see how this is scored.
Now batting,
Hey, Devo, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in the hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
The 1-0. Hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now. Henry Carnuth lifted into the air out towards center field. Rosales moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Richard Rosales. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
And 2-2.
2-2.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Now batting,
Ready for another shot now, Alex Mejia. Here comes the first pitch.
that's a
The
ball.
fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
A ball and a strike now. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Alex Mejia sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Ready once again, Ray Cabral. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Lifted down the line in left, and no one will track it down. Strike 2.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Encarnacion takes it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Missions lead it 3-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Springfield, number 6, Luther Bollinger.
Now batting, Adrian Prado. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Medrano is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 31,
Booker Bernstein will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Rosales is there. 2 down.
the batter, number 6, shortstop, Tristan Tierney.
Stepping up now, Tristan Tierney. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Rosales going back out of here to the deepest part of the yard.
Oh my God! There's all.
So it's a solo shot to dead center as they move on top 4-0.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Now batting,
Standing in now, Neil Zeminski. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Kevin Alvarez.
Stepping in now, Kevin Alvarez as he rips it on the ground to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back here for Texas League Baseball on the show. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Alonzo Castle. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Prado. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 18, Richard Medrano.
Ready now, Richard Medrano. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. No balls and a strike to count. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Now batting, left fielder, Manuel.
So striding in, Manuel Lerma. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Enrique Encarnacion.
Second baseman, Enrique Encarnacion.
Here's the first pitch to him. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
The right fielder, number 30.
Standing in, Roger Durango. From the belt, the pitch. Swinging a soft liner in there, a base hit.
Lawn darts and hand grenades right there. Mixing in some knocks, the unlikely.
Into the box, William Venner as he drives a liner to right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And the runner will score from second. The relay throw. And he'll get in there safely.
Nice job adding to their lead right there. He'll find a way to get all the way around to third on the triple. And with it, this becomes a 6-run ball game.
Into the box now, Henry Carnute. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will need to be corralled out near the 367 sign now.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
Standing in now, Adrian Prado as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
The left fielder, number 31, Booker Bernstein.
So coming to the plate, Booker Bernstein. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Drilled on the ground is short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 8-0.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Stepping in now, Tristan Tierney. Line drive to center field. Rosales is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Neil Zuminski.
Coming to the plate now, Neil Zuminski. From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. San Antonio's out in front, 8-0. Striding in, Carson Kelly. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Prado over to his right, 1 away.
Now batting,
Into the box, Fernando Mortero.
Mortero.
First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Corey Moreno will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Ramon Quezada enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Ramon Quezada.
Tommy Daniels is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Hit in the air down the right field line. Medrano giving chase, but it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area. The windup and the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Enrique Encarnacion. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. A bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result is there.
Into the box, Roger Durango. He swings and grounds it to short. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Angel Gaius comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Angel Diaz.
Digging in once again, Richard Rosales, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
1-1.
1-1.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. He was great all night long. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Mejia. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Popped up. Venner has a play. 2 gone. Ready for another chance, Ray Cabral. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. So 1-1. And it's fouled away. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. The Missions took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Kevin Alvarez takes home the win. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
And so the San Antonio Missions have ganged up against Springfield and took the win. Well, tomorrow afternoon is game 2 at Springfield, and we will be having our afternoon game. The Missions round out the series on Tuesday afternoon as we get ready for the 3rd and final game at Springfield. Wednesday, they hit the road to Tulsa to have the 3-game set, and then they return home after the final game between San Antonio and the Tulsa Drillers. Well, before we go home tonight from Springfield, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First for Springfield. Not too many. 0 runs on 2 hits, 1 devastation error. For San Antonio, 8 runs on 16 hits and no errors. They left 1 on base, and most likely it was a pretty good game tonight at Springfield. Well, the winning pitcher goes to Kevin Alvarez as he had 11 strikeouts, 1 BB, and a lot of pretty cool stuff. Well, we are going to go ahead and do game recap from the game. Or actually, let's go to the replay vault and most likely there was some pretty good stuff on here tonight. Well, this will just about do it. Tonight's final from Springfield, 8-0. 1-0, San Antonio Missions wins the game. So, from my partners here at Springfield, Missouri, this is a good night to everybody that has watched tonight's game. And we'll see y'all back tomorrow for Game 2 of this 3-game series with Springfield Cardinals and the San Antonio Missions. So have a good night, everybody.